Hello everyone, my name is Lamarana. Welcome to the Halad Africa show. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, share and click on the notification bell. It is yet another exciting day. Today I want to talk to you about some of the opportunities and as well the challenges that we have within the fisheries sector in the Gambia. And if you're a Mandinka speaking person or you understand Mandinka, today I want to talk about Kombotura. Yeah, I mean Kombotura basically that means it is a popular fish that is almost eaten by everyone in the Gambia. It's called bonga fish, you know. So the Gambia is blessed with vast water resources. This is coming from either the River Gambia or that of the Atlantic Ocean. So our coastline stretches about 80 miles long, and our territorial sea claim is about 12 nautical miles, and which if you convert to kilometers is about 19.5 kilometers. So this is called the exclusive economic zone, which belongs to the Gambia. So therefore, if let's say anyone is found fishing within these waters who is not a Gambian or who does not have the license to fish within the Gambian waters, could be easily arrested and then arraigned before any court of law. So for those of you who understand international maritime law, you will understand what I'm talking about. But first, before I delve into the issues, I want to talk to you about some of the challenges that we have. It's not much, but I'm going to give you just a brief summary of them. I think the number one challenge that we are having in the Gambia is lack of government investment within the fisheries sector. And the second challenge that we also have in the Gambia is that of lack of private sector investment within the fisheries sector, because it has to be a partnership between the government and that of the private sector in order to develop our fishing sector in the Gambia or anything related to fisheries within the country. And our third challenge also is the inability of the Gambia to police our waters, because we see that there is a lot of illegal fishing taking place in the Gambia, by unknown vessels, exploiting some of our marine resources for their individual gains or so. So I think the government of the Gambia, who have the sole responsibility of policing our waters and our borders, should do a good job by policing our marine resources. And I will challenge the Ministry of Interior and the Navy to do a better job in making sure that unwanted, illegal, unreported fishing is not taking place within our waters. But also, we also have another challenge in the Gambia, that is the Sustainable Fisheries Partnership Agreement signed between the Gambia and that of the EU, which allows the European Union vessels to fish in the Gambian waters for a duration of 6 years in exchange for 550,000 euros annually. And then I think within the agreement, they said that they're going to capacitize the Gambia in order to be able to develop their fisheries sector also. I am totally against that agreement. I believe it is going to lead to the exploitation of our marine resources, because within the agreement they said that they're going to fish tuna-like fishes and then hack. So I think for the tuna is going to be about 3,300 tons a year, and then for the hack is going to be 75,000 tons, which I think if we should take the initiative, do that for ourselves and then export it to the EU, we will make more money than allowing the EU to come and fish our resources and then just give us a chicken change, and we think that is okay as a country. So the government could also do a better job in that area. But I think also there are a lot of opportunities within the fisheries sector. First is the availability of the market. We have a ready market for any seafood product that one can get from the sea or that of the River Gambia, because 90% of all households within the Gambia depend on seafood products for their daily survival. So therefore, I think if you invest in this area, the market is already there, no doubt about that. Whatever you bring out of the fish, the market is there. People are going to buy it because our daily lives and livelihoods depend on it. So I also think, another area that you can invest in is going to be by building, fish processing factories, wherein whenever fish are caught from the sea, these factories will process the fish for our local consumption, and if possible also to export it to other countries. This is a huge opportunity, and I think this is lacking heavily in the Gambia. The only two fishing factories, or three, that we have currently in the Gambia, two of them are owned by the Chinese, and which I believe I'm going to discuss at a later time, some of the damages that they're doing along the coastal line. Gambians have protested in the past, but the government did not listen to anybody, and I think, as people, we can do a better job. We have to make sure that we make the government accountable to the people. But aside from building fish processing factories, we could also build storage facilities across the country to make sure that whenever seafood products are caught from the sea, there is ample storage facility so that we can keep these seafood products for days or weeks or even months. Because usually what happens in the Gambia is, if the fishermen come from the sea with fish, if they cannot sell it within a day, the following day they will either trash it. And sometimes when you walk along the seaside, you will see dead fish littered all over the beach, which I think is not healthy for the environment, and also it leads to exploitation of our marine resources. We have to understand that the resources that the marine resources that we have in the Gambia are finite, so therefore we should be careful as to how we waste some of these valuable resources, which are very important for our daily lives. But also I think we could build up ice factories to process ice, because that is a very good business, and within the fishing communities in the Gambia, the demand for ice is huge, and sometimes it's difficult to get enough supply of ice or to store some of these seafood products. So therefore, if you are an investor out there, if you should build an ice processing factory, you will make a good investment and you will have a good return at the end of the day. So I think it is also a good thing to think about as an investment opportunity in the Gambia in the near future. But also we can build mechanical workshops wherein we can repair boats, vessels, and trawlers. We are lacking this in the Gambia. For the most part, we have a lot of broken vessels along the seaside that Gambians don't have the capacity to either repair or so. So usually if your boat goes out of service, they just put it at the side and then invest in buying a new one or so. Another opportunity for you as an investor would be to set up your own fishing company. You could buy a lot of fishing boats and then you lease it out to fishermen. And here, I mean, we could buy sophisticated fishing boats, make sure we have sophisticated fishing trawlers, which are up to standard globally, to make sure that we are not catching very small fish that are not needed. So these are all opportunities that I think if you invest in the Gambia, you will make very good returns as an investor. And also, I mean, you can set up training workshops also as an investment opportunity, wherein you will train Gambians about some of the best international practices of fishing around the world, because you will find out that most of our fishermen don't have the requisite knowledge and the equipment that is needed, which are accepted internationally. So people just go and then fish and do whatever they want to do because their main goal is to go and catch fish and then come back. But the standards that are approved internationally, some of these fishermen are not equipped with that. But aside from all of that, also there is a huge market, international market for seafood products across the world. The Gambia is part and parcel of this organization called the ACP-EU. It's an African, Caribbean, Pacific agreement. It's a trade agreement in seafood products. So if you are an investor in seafood products in the Gambia, you have a whole range of markets around the world wherein you can export seafood products from the Gambia to either other African countries within the EU, or in the Caribbean, or even in the Pacific. So this will give you ample enough foreign currency that can help you boost your business as an investor in the Gambia. So I think there is a whole lot of opportunities out there that we can do, because according to GAIPA, the estimated annual yield in the Gambia is about 75,000 tons of fish and seafood products. But currently, the Gambia is only producing 29,000 tons annually. So if you do the maths, you will see that we are short 46,000 tons, and this is not accounted for by Gambians or companies set up within the Gambia. And for the most part, perhaps one can assume that the illegal fishing that is taking place within our waters, you have foreign vessels coming from Asia, Europe, and so they are tapping into that 46,000 tons that we are supposed to produce as a country. You have illegal fishing vessels coming, taking from that, and then just denying the Gambia of that needed revenue. So I think these are all opportunities that you can exploit as an investor in the Gambia, because our fishing sector has the potential of creating over 100,000 jobs for Gambians. But currently, if you look at the employment opportunity within that sector is very small. I don't have the exact numbers, but I doubt if it is more than 30,000 people. So therefore, I think if the government and that of the private sector can work hand in glove, we will be able to create the employment opportunities needed in this sector for Gambians. And my other appeal would be, I think it is high time for Gambians to own our own craft. The fishing sector, if you look at exactly the people who are mostly very active, you find out that most of the fishermen are not Gambians. Out of 100, perhaps 60% of all the fishermen are non-Gambians. They're foreigners, either from Senegal, Ghana, or Guinea-Bissau. So we Gambians can do a better job in owning our own craft, and benefiting directly from this bounty given to us by God, which is the Atlantic Ocean and that of the River Gambia. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and click on the notification bell. Until I come your way, this is your boy Lamarana, Halat Africa Show. Bye.